It's a shot that, especially when you get early on in the innings, gives you a lot of confidence. Just brilliantly, Abhinav. But that angle is working. When he gets it right, for Gurjapneet, that angle works wonders.
Once again, the crowd building up here in Natham. We are at the NPR College of Engineering and Technology. This venue has been hosting the Shriram Capital TNPL since 2016. There have been many memorable contests here. Also hosted first-class cricket. Just rises on towards Abhinav, who plays that towards point. There's also, it's interesting, the kind of lineup that Madurai Panthers have it. Look at that cover drive. You won't see a better cover drive all season. That's the best a man can get.
Wonderfully played indeed. And Anirudh knew immediately he's going there only to fetch the ball. Fielding was never an option. The idea was not to hit it hard at all. This should be taken. Gone. When he was playing, because of the coaching manual, he was playing well. One from the T20 magazine, gets out to third.
That shot was on only if the third man was inside the circle. He changed his bat at the last moment, the direction. He was initially looking to play it over fine leg, then realized the ball was going towards off, then opened the face of the bat, tried to guide it towards third and found the fielder. So Abhinav, a promising start, but he's got to go back for 10. The Vida Kovai Kings have lost their first for 18. The star of the previous match, Sachin, has walked out to bat against the Salem Spartans. He was fantastic with an innings of 77. Last year, in the last match of the tournament, he got 116. So it's been a good sequence of scores for the left-hander.
Mr. Consistent gets a wake-up call there from Gurjapneet. Successful over for Gurjapneet. 3 gone, 18 for 1.
A runner ball so far. We are halfway through the power play here. And the Vida Kovai Kings batted very well the other day. Sohas, particularly with Lokeshwar giving them a good start, but he's been quiet so far. Let's see if it changes in this over with Dipesh running in. Well, it will change. Definitely it will change. He stop-edged it. It's gone for a 4. Maybe it's just the kind of an injection that he needs.
Well said, Nishad. With Dipesh, you cannot allow him to settle down. That was supposed to be a ferocious bouncer. All he needed to do was get a bit of bat on it, and the swivel also carries it in that direction. He's done well enough. Just inside the rope. Could have collected 2 more runs. Now it's important to see what it does to the confidence of Dipesh. The comeback awaited. Was there something as it went past? I thought I heard something.
But look at the pace now, almost 142. Let's have a look at that wicket. Look at the way he's just changed the direction of the bat because he realized the ball was going towards the offside and that shot was on if the third man was inside the circle.
Yeah, spot on. Is the pace trying too hard? Surely he's got to re-bowl this one.
He tried too hard to bowl slow. 105.
We've all discussed how the slower delivery is a great weapon for anybody who bowls very fast. And Dipesh is amongst the fastest that we're talking about. So he's got to befriend the slower delivery. And what kind of slower delivery that he wants to practice? The one with the most control and one that he can disguise well.
Plays that past the infield. That'll be a 4. He's just guided that past the short third fielder who was inside the circle. So Lokeshwar has managed to get a couple of boundaries. Crossing the boundary safe and sound like Shriram's fixed deposits.
Not a poor ball at all. Very minimum room to work with. Had to negotiate that extra bit of bounce as well. But he's nurdled it in the gap perfectly. Using the pace. This is batting masterclass from Lokeshwar. Now, a couple of balls ago, when we said we heard something, this is why we said that. Oh, the keeper. I think the keeper would be blamed because he's the closest to the batter. The batter will not give anything away.
Yes, we certainly heard something. And Ultra Edge confirms that. That's not something that Anirudh would want to see. Well, even the previous ball, it was only a single, but Lokeshwar had timed it very well. Even off air, as we were discussing, and even during the first match that the Vida Kovai Kings played, Lokeshwar is actually someone who sets the tone for the innings and is a very impressive player. So there are hopes of him to deliver with that power performance.
Cracking hit. It was 6 the moment it left the bat. Sachin is not going to hang around. If you present him the opportunity, he'll take you on. And Dipesh is having a forgettable over.
Look how tall he stood up and then just swiveled with the pull, sent it over mid-wicket. 62 meters long, and when you just look at the way he's played that, stood up tall and pulled it. It was very, very well done. It just seems as if he saw it very early and then managed to play that shot.
You got a feel for Dipesh here. One good delivery was put away for 4. Did create that edge, but did not go for 3. And that was the IOB buggy cam giving us wonderful pictures. This will be another boundary, unchallenged. The overturns more expensive for Dipesh. Lot to think about for him. 38 for 1.
The last over had everything in it. It was just a potpourri, really. But now Saravanan, the other hero with the bat from the other day. 15 wickets in 24 matches and spin being introduced because obviously the pacer has just gone for runs. But got to say that he didn't bowl too badly. There were a couple of good shots, then there was an edge. When they didn't appeal,
guides it beautifully, just opens the face of the bat. Trial by spin starts.
The other day against SKM Salem Spartans, Lokeshwar was very good against the spinners as well when they came on during the power play. So you can expect him to go through the offside. Now this was the last ball of the previous over, just an edge, past short third, and it went for 4.
You almost believe that IOB Buckingham was a fielder there.
In fact, the IOB Buckingham was in the firing line. It did well to get out of the way.
Love the angles from which we cover our beautiful sport. Look at this picturesque venue. Green hills always overlooking what the score is.
Yes, we've got those big hills just behind us here in the commentary box. This wonderful institution nestled in between the mountain ranges. Sachin does well to knock it down the ground. Wanted to push for the second, but the fielder has done well. Now, it'll be interesting, Suhas, because Lokeshwar, being the right-hander with the left arm spinner coming from round the wicket, will try and target the offside. One just gets that feeling, and Anirudh has set that kind of field. He's gone to cover, he's got an extra cover and point as well.
Will he slow it down a little bit? He's been in the 90s, Saravanan. Gets the line wrong, and Lokeshwar latches on to it. He loves that area, doesn't he, Lokeshwar? Runs are flowing and with minimum risk.
It was interesting. He made room, then he shuffled back in. The ball was angling into his body with the fine leg and the square leg inside the circle. Easy pickings, and he's just picked that gap to perfection.
Look at the joy on their faces. VKK fans.
Yes, the Vida Kovai Kings have been one of the popular teams in the Shriram Capital TNPL since the outset. And also a team alongside the Chepak Super Gillies who have set the bar high with their performances. A couple of titles. They've made it to the playoffs often. Last year they didn't, which is why this season's crucial. What a hit! Dances down the ground, sends it over long on for a maximum. The 50 is up with that one. 5 overs gone, 50 for 1.
What a shot. Last ball, last over. We'll try and get back to that. But 50 for 1 on the Kovai, Vida Kovai Kings. We have another change, this time from the commentary end, southern end of the ground. Charu Sharma and the company of my good friend Vidyut Shivaramakrishnan, the best a man can get.
Thank you, Charu. Yeah, you got Perisami to bowl the last over of the power play. It's been a good power play for the Vida Kovai Kings. They've been smart. They've really planned their innings well so far. The last ball, last over. Very good use of the feet. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball, but decided to go through nicely. Lokeshwar Suresh, he's little pocket dynamite. Really plays spin well.
Oh, with the pace, with the angle, another terrific